Hello, Scorpio. Welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and here is your April 2021 horoscope. And as I shuffle the cards, let me just go back and refresh for you what's been going on this year. All right, this year is represented by the Ancestor, Life Lessons card. The Ancestor wants you to follow your own universal beat, of that drum, walk through those birch trees, and, start a new path for 2021. 2020 was, heavy for a lot of people, and now it's, opportunity to, start something fresh, start something new. And as you looked into January started out with a court card, the Knight of Bows and that adder. And in January, you were asked to, where do you need to take charge? That's what this king is asking for, taking on that kingly aspect, leadership aspect. Okay, Scorpio, and maybe that's the theme for this year. As you're moving forward, is being a leader in your workplace, being a leader in your family. Where do you need to take charge? Where do you need to make the decisions? How do you do so in a kingly way where, maybe you're giving advice, to others to help show them the way and on how to move forward in projects and business, or in a relationship, being the leader in the home. Also it's asking where's your enthusiasm leading you? Is it leading you, to bigger and greater things? February was Earthfire, bringing people together. And maybe your leadership is all about that. Maybe that's what the adder was trying to set you up for in February, is bringing people together. Family, co-workers, maybe it's businesses, right? Just having that opportunity to gather people around a fire and talk about ideas, share stories, commune with a community, all right, and having that Hearthfire moment in February. And then March was another court card, the Horse, Knight of Stones. And, with two bows down here with that creative energy, the King and the Eight, the Stones, the Knight of Stones is looking at that Hearthfire moment. Maybe your leadership did put some people together. Maybe your leadership brought family together. And that Horse is asking you, what? Where do you need to push through to take this to the next level? Or, what is holding you back? The Knight of Stones is a tactician as well as a fighter. And maybe, when bringing all these people together, maybe there's some materialistic gains that can be made to strengthen that Hearthfire bond that you had back in February. All right. So where would you need to push through has been the theme for March on, tying things up, making everybody look at the same goal. Okay. At the other side of that coin is what's holding you back from making that happen. Those were some of the questions that came up during the month of March. So let's see what happens in the month of April, Scorpio. And I'm going to do the same thing I did last month. I'm going to draw one card for the theme, and then 4 cards for the week, and then we'll tie it in. We'll tie it all in together. So the one card for April, Scorpio, on what you can expect, that theme is going to be 9 of Vessels, generosity. You've listened to your universal beat. You've taken charge in January. You brought all these people together. Yeah, I'm feeling like this is a work situation. Scorpio, you've brought all these people together, whether it's co-workers, whether it's entities, corporations, however it is, for this Hearthfire moment, so everybody's in on the same goal. And last month you pushed real hard. You pushed real hard to, make sure that everything's taken care of. And as a result, maybe the business has grown. And now you can feel generous to your employees. Maybe there's some generosity being bestowed upon you. Okay. But you're definitely being blessed. You're being blessed with emotions. You're being blessed with energy, the water energy, to help move you forward that you can share with everybody else. Okay. It's very fortunate for you that all this is coming together now. Okay. And there's a lot of generosity being passed around. So let's look at the month of April. And we'll tie these 4 cards in to the 9 of Vessels. That first week of April is going to be represented by the Mirror. Looking at things from a different perspective. Major Arcana card. Second week of April will be represented 7 of Bows, Clearance. So maybe you're going to take a perspective on it. Maybe you're going to find a way to 5S, lean, possibly. Look at new ways, optimization within your work process. This could happen with a relationship too. You're going to have a lot of responsibility. 10 of Bows, responsibility. The third week, 2 Bows this month with that Major Arcana card. A lot of creative energy for you this year. And then that last week is going to be represented by the World Tree. Conclusion, ending. An opportunity to close something off, complete a deal. All right, an opportunity to go into May with a new beginning, new opportunity. All right, Scorpio, this looks very, very beneficial for you. I got a feeling that this is career, this is work. All right, and it's all represented by that 9 of Vessels, generosity. The whole year is looking that way. Maybe as you listen to that ancestor, you're taking charge in the workplace. You're optimizing the place. You're having that opportunity to to take charge, because that's where your enthusiasm's leading you. You brought all these people together with that 8 of Bows, that hearth fire. Whether it's people, corporations, entities. Okay. That Knight of Stones, that horse, is asking where you need to push through. To make sure everybody's on the same page, same goal. Okay. And what's holding you back? What's holding you back and, making it even better? Maybe there's some more ideas out there that, that are out there that you haven't, put forward. Okay. And as a result, business is booming. Cash flow is coming in. The energy is vibrant. Okay, maybe things are going very well for you. And the good thing about this card is now you can share it with others. You could share it going into May. Okay, this month, enjoy it. Enjoy reaping what's going on. That first week of that generosity, maybe in order for, as that generosity is happening throughout the month, as you're as you're filling these bowls up, okay, maybe it hasn't happened in that first week. Maybe this happens in the 3rd week or the 4th week. I'm leaning more toward the 4th week because that's where the World Tree's at, right? But as you continue to push forward, okay, you have to look at things from a different perspective. Maybe look at the perspective from the vendors or suppliers. Maybe look at perspectives from your bosses. Look at the perspective from those underneath you. And try to see things from a different light that first week of April. Because the generosity is going to come. The deal is going to happen. Okay, you're pushing through to make this more efficient. Make this more optimal for everybody involved. Because the generosity is just not going to happen for you; it's going to happen for all, and you're going to be the focal point of that, the fulcrum, right? On distributing that generosity. So as you're gaining that perspective, the 7 of Bows in that second week is going to give you an opportunity to clear things out. Maybe it's selling old equipment that's no longer needed. Okay, maybe it's implementing lean technology into your workplace, if you can. Maybe it's 5S. Okay, maybe it's looking at opportunities for optimization. Is there new ways of doing things? Clear out the old so you can bring new things in. And when you do that, maybe that re-energizes the business, re-energizes your corporation, re-energizes the attitudes around people. Okay. It's just like in farming. You need to clear out the weeds for plants to grow. Okay. You need to get out there and hoe everything up. You need to clear out the land so new things can grow. And that's what, that's what's going on in the second week. As the leader, for you to take charge, maybe that's where you need to do it. Do so in a way where, everybody understands the direction you're going. That you need to, I don't want to say cut heads, but you need to, you need to be more efficient. Okay. You need to be more optimal. Okay. In your line processes, in your business, in your finances. This could, it could relate to a relationship, but I feel like this is more work related. All right. That third week, you're carrying the burden. You're the one that's responsible for all this to happen. Okay. You're taking that responsibility back to your bosses. Maybe you thought this all through. Maybe this is a great idea. Okay. You sat back that first week, you come up with a different perspective. You talk to those that are involved, try to get their ideas. And you start coming up with a plan of clearing things out. Selling old equipment that isn't being used. Maybe recycling. Recycling the equipment. Recycling some of the stuff that's sitting in your workplace. Depending on what it is you do. Okay. Maybe that brings in another avenue of revenue for you. All right. Or looking at, streamlining something. Those responsibilities are on you to take back to your leadership team, to take back to whomever it is, up that hill that's in that tribe. They're relying on you to do the right things. And they've given you that responsibility. Now, the other piece of that is, 10s are completion too. So maybe this week is when you're completing all that. And it could be something small, okay? But the revenue that you get off of that is going to lead into that 9 of Vessels generosity. And in that fourth week, Scorpio, it's kind of, you've walked that maze. And you're walking up to the tree and it's like, okay, this is the end of the story. This is the end of the path. This is the end of the month. And it's great that it happens, now in April, at the end of the month. You've worked hard. You looked at that perspective. You're clearing things out. You have that responsibility. And now it's, okay, it's time to put this in action. It's time to end. It's a completion. And you've walked that maze. And now you can walk through that door and gain that knowledge and wisdom of the world tree. And when you start out in May, it's going to be totally different for you. Okay? And that's going to lead you into that generosity. Like I said, I feel like this is a work setting where, you're going to, the moves that you're going to make, are going to help you. But the other piece of that is, be generous with your time. Be generous with your wisdom, your knowledge. If you have to be generous with your finances to make sure things are going well, you're going to get blessed on the other end of that. So there you go, Scorpio. That's your April message, that 9 of Vessels, generosity. Take things from a different perspective. Look at it from a different perspective. Clear things out. You're responsible for it to happen. And, tie up the loose ends at the end. It's all gonna be completed. Let that generosity fill you up. So there you go, Scorpio. That's your message for April. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others. And this is D for Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you in the month of May. Take care. God bless. Stay safe.